me, Samantha from SamanthaVegaMakeup.com, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression / demo of Black Up Cosmetics. The last time I did a first impressions demo video, you guys really loved it, and Black Up sent me quite a few things. And I really feel like doing these types of videos helps me to give you guys a more instant, off the bat reaction about these products. And then I will update you guys on my blog on what I think of them over time. So this is the look that I came up with out of the products that they sent me. I thought this was like a really fun, springy look, but a wearable spring look. You got a lot of colors going on here. I have like a really shimmery orange on the lid. I have a really beautiful blue on the bottom of my waterline or lash line, and I have a beautiful slightly ombre pink lip. And I thought this was really fun. You guys know I'm not a pink person. I really don't care for colors on my lips unless they're nude or super dark. While I didn't love everything they sent me, I loved most of the items that they sent me. So I'm going to get straight into this look and walk you step by step through what I did to achieve this final look here. Alright guys, so first things first, I went ahead and did my brows. This is the first time in a very long time that I've shown you how I carve out or conceal the bottom half of my brows on video. I always do them off camera, and I decided to use their corrector palette to see how those concealers worked. So to carve out my brows, I'm using the Black Up corrector palette in shade number 1, and this comes with 4 different shades in them. It reminds me a lot of the Motives Cosmetics concealer quad, but the consistency and texture is completely different. The one from Black Up is really smooth, really creamy. You will have to build it a little bit if you want it to give you any type of coverage. This is very natural coverage in my opinion. Even though I loved the consistency of this palette, I wasn't so hot on the colors. The first color is the one that I use, that really light skin tone shade, and then it comes with a medium peachy skin tone shade, kind of a deep toffee skin tone shade, and then a yellow corrector brightener. All of the other colors besides the first one cannot work with my skin tone. That kind of was a hit and miss for me, so it was a catch-22. Love the consistency, not so in love with the color range. So once I went ahead and primed my lid, I'm going in with their palette. I'm using the 5-color ombre palette, and this is palette number 4. I believe the shade is number 4. And wow, you guys, this palette is super gorgeous. I really love the coloring selection that they chose for this palette. They go very well together. You can do a very natural to a very vampy or very dramatic look with this. So what I did was take the mid-tone kind of taupey brown shade and put that in my crease. That translated beautifully. As you can see, it's just a really nice warm crease color. This is something I can see myself wearing every day. Then on the lid, keeping it really simple, I just went in with that beautiful coppery sparkly orange color, and I made sure to really pack it onto the lids to get the most color payoff, and I feel like I got pretty decent color payoff. I'm pretty happy with the color payoff that I got. And then with whatever is left on the brush, I'm just kind of feathering it up into the crease. And whenever I wear copper colors, I really just like to let the copper be the standout. So far, I'm really happy with the formulation of these eyeshadows, with the exception of the black and that first deep brown. The other 3 colors are super pigmented and super smooth. The black and then that first brown color in the palette are a little bit on the chalky side. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pop a nude skin tone type pencil in my waterline. This is from another company. I will list all the products that I use down in the description box below, as well as on my blog. The next thing that I'm going to do is kind of move on to the face. I will come back to finish up the eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and do some face work here. So I decided to try the foundation that they sent me. This one was the Full Coverage Cream Foundation, and the shade they sent me was HC01. Now, as you guys can see in this clip, you guys, this foundation is way too light, and in the container it looked like it would match me, but the undertone is way too neutral for my skin tone and very light, and I just could not get this foundation to work. I wasn't even going to play myself and try to work it out because it just was the completely wrong undertone. So I just took it off and went ahead and put on a foundation that I already had that goes with my skin tone. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of highlight and contour. And for that, I'm using their Radiance concealer. I have the shade number 1, which I'm assuming is their lightest shade. Now this I absolutely love. This is like the perfect color for me. It's a great consistency. This reminds me a lot of the MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen in Light Boost, but to me it's a lot better. The consistency is a little bit thicker, so you're getting some coverage as well as a little bit of a highlight. Next, I'm going to do some contouring. They sent me their dual-ended contouring sticks. Actually sent me 2 of them. One was shade number 1 and shade number 2. So both of them come with a highlighting end and a contouring end. Shade number 2 is a little bit too dark for me as far as the concealing part, the highlighting part, and the contouring part go. So I went in, as you guys can see, with shade number 1. I did not use the highlighting end. I just used the contouring stick, and I really like it. I think it's nice. It's a great warm tone. It's not too dark for my skin tone. I thought, like, as you guys can see that I'm putting it on, I swore it was going to be super dark, but it blends out to be very nice. As you guys will see a little bit later on in this clip, I'm going ahead and just blending it out. Right now I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer, or that highlighting, that Radiant concealing pen, with my mini beauty blender. Now, one thing that I did notice while I am blending this out is that you don't really want to let this sit on the skin too long without blending it, else it will be hard and patchy to blend. I noticed under my left eye as well as my forehead that it was getting really hard to blend, and I kind of had to add a little bit extra or dampen my sponge a little bit more to get it to blend out, or go over it with my foundation brush. So you definitely don't want to let this sit too long, but I absolutely love the formula and the coverage. When it came to blending out the contour stick, love the way that this blended. I was very happy with the way that it blended out. It gave me a really nice glow to my skin, and it wasn't too heavy. It blends out to be so natural, and I can use this in place of bronzer. Once I have all of that blended out, I'm going ahead and setting all of my highlighted areas with a lighter foundation, just to go ahead and smooth everything out, and then I am setting all of my contoured areas with my bronzer. Next, for the cheeks, I went in with one of the 2 blushes that they sent me. The first blush that they sent me was blush number 7, and then they sent me blush number 12. Blush number 12 is what I use, and I'm lightly putting this on. I barely put any of it on my brush because it is a beautiful, very deep berry tone, and it was just going to be a little bit too much for me. Both of these colors I think will be great for deeper skin tones, of all of my chocolate girls, or anybody with a really nice, rich, warm, deep skin tone, or if you like brighter blushes, you're definitely going to love these. The pigmentation on these are insane. I mean, the pigmentation and the quality is amazing, so I'm not complaining. I just probably personally would have chosen a different color selection. Once I have my blush on, I'm going to finish off the face with a little bit of their powder, Sublime, or their Sublime highlighting powder. They sent this to me in shade number 1. This, oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous highlighting powder. It's very soft. It gives you that glow, but it's not overly shimmery. My only downfall with this is the coloring. While I feel like the consistency of this is amazing, the way it goes on is amazing. It feels like butter. My only issue is that it's too dark for me. I really don't particularly care for gold, like straight up gold colors on my cheeks, because I'm a little on the light side. So it's not going to look flattering on me. It's kind of going to look like I have muddy shimmer on my skin. So I lightly applied this and then went back over it with my foundation brush to kind of feather it out. Now we're going to go ahead and pop back over to the eyes. I'm going back into that 5-color ombre palette, and I'm going with that super royal blue color, and I'm smudging that underneath the lash line for a bright pop of color. I don't want it to be too bright, but when we put on our mascara, finish off the eye, it'll all blend out perfectly. Now they did send me 2 other eyeshadows. These are their single eyeshadows. I got one called shade number 1, which was a shimmer glittery shade. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. So pretty. If you want to see swatches of all of the other things that I did not use in this video, please check down below for the link to my blog. I also was sent this matte eyeshadow called 07M, which is a beautiful royal purple. For color reference, think Makeup Forever's number 92. Moving on to the lips, I was sent one of their lip crayons, their 2-in-1 lip pencils. This is really cool because it comes with a sharpener built in to the cap, and this one is in the shade number 8, Jumbo number 8, and it's a beautiful fuchsia pink. I'm actually going to use this to fill in and line my lips, and I'm going to use this as the base of my ombre lip color that I want to do. They also sent me 4 of their lipsticks. One was a shimmer finish, then they sent me 2 satin or cream finishes, and then 1 matte finish. The shimmer finish is a purple. This one's called number 27. The 2 satin finishes are number 33, which is a rich burgundy, and then number 12, which is kind of a blackened plum color. All very, very gorgeous colors. The last one, that is the one that I'm actually wearing along with their jumbo lip pencil, is one of their matte lipsticks. This one's M20. It's a super hot, gorgeous pink color. Very, very pretty to look at. Something that I wouldn't wear on my own outside of a look like this, but it's very gorgeous. I think that it's a super pretty lip. Lastly, they also sent me a lip gloss. I'm not using this in this look, but I am going to mention it for you guys. This one, I believe, is their vinyl lip gloss, and this is in the shade number 3. Out of everything, for my first impressions, out of everything that I was sent, what I love the most would number 1 be this highlighting Radiance concealer. Love, love, love this. I really, really like this a lot. I was very surprised at how much I loved this because I thought it was going to be really watery and thin and not give me good color payoff. Really liked these contouring sticks. I think the coloring is great. I think they blend out really well. Next on my list, love this eyeshadow palette. You guys, I'm very impressed with this eyeshadow palette. The coloring is great. The pigmentation is great. The selection, like just the way they selected the colors for this palette is amazing. Very pleased with that. And the payoff, the way they blend, literally this eye took me about 3 minutes. It was just very simple, very easy, and the colors just blend so well. I'm very, very impressed with this palette. Also loved their Sublime Powder, their highlighting powder. I just really wish that this powder came in a lighter color because, I mean, now that it's sit on my skin for a while, I like it. I think it's giving me a really nice glow, but it's just, I think it's a little too gold for me, and it doesn't give me the highlight that I like. Everything else was just so-so for me. I really didn't, I don't know, I wasn't wowed by everything else, but for these items that I mentioned, really was impressed and loved them a lot. So that is my review on the Black Up Cosmetics line out of the things that I was sent. Hopefully I did a good review for you guys and you liked this demo type video that I did again. And if you want more information about what I'm wearing on my face, as well as my full review of all of the products that I was sent, please check my blog, and the link will be in the description box. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Full review on this, then please leave a comment down below and let me know. I also picked up another Smashbox product on a whim. I've been really into concealers lately. I picked up the Smashbox High Definition Concealer.